New tonight, it is the number you call during emergencies, but a Valley man says 911 failed him when he thought he was having a stroke. Channel 5's Trayson Bragg spoke to him. Trayson, what happened?
Christine, the police department says they never received a call from the man you are about to hear from. We learned this situation is more complicated than it seems. 1 minute he's riding his motorcycle and the next,
I had a stroke. That's not anything I wish upon anybody.
That happened to Curtis St. Pierre in 2009, something he says he's grateful to have survived. It was a life-changing event. He left the stress of the big city for the peaceful nature of the RGV. He says he started to recover. Last week, he had extreme pains. Fearing the worst, he says he called 911.
I said, medical emergency. Then they asked my phone number, address, blah, blah, blah. And then still asking 1,000 questions. I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm in massive pain. I threw the phone down, and that was it.
St. Pierre says he expected first responders to arrive, but no one did. The Weslaco Police Department's dispatch handles all 911 calls in the city. We headed there for answers. Officer Eric Hernandez says every call to Weslaco's 911 service is recorded.
911, what's the emergency?
After an internal investigation, he says they found no calls from St. Pierre's number.
What we were able to discover was we did receive a call from a private medical provider, and these individuals were requesting our assistance in locating a residence.
Hernandez says dispatch received that call around the time St. Pierre reports calling 911. The incorrect address they were looking for was on St. Pierre Street. Hernandez says the only way to reach private dispatch companies is to call them directly. His advice?
Dial 911. The system has the capabilities of actually locating the address if it's a landline, and if you're calling off a cell phone, they're also able to pinpoint within a block radius.
Hernandez says private EMS services don't have that tech. He says officers will always be sent to the location of every 911 call, even if the call is dropped or disconnected, to ensure what happened to St. Pierre never happens. We called St. Pierre after we spoke to police. He says he is positive he called 911. You can count on Channel 5 to continue to ask questions. In the studio, Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 News at 10.